I have seen some horrible things. You may not know this about me, but I used to be the top trainer in New York City many years ago, the top trainer in the Reebok Sports Club of New York. I had a front row seat, right, to witness some of the ugliest things that happen in the fitness industry. Okay, check this out. These are all true stories. I couldn't make this up even if I wanted to. Okay, I saw things like this. Okay, and went on and on. Women being physically injured and then humiliated, right, into continuing their workout. This actually happened to me. I try to get out of the workout. He says, "Hey, come back in here." Right, and I was one of the trainers. Um, Women being shamed and ridiculed for having the tiniest little bit of fat on their bodies. Women that pee their pants. I saw this so often, it was crazy. This was before I was a pelvic floor physical therapist, of course. Women who pee their pants and their workout, during their workouts, and their trainer would tell them, hey, don't forget your pad next time. Women who were so exhausted, I would see them in the changing room so petered out they could barely walk out of the gym. And it took me a minute to realize, especially now because I'm hearing more and more stories like this from individuals who are doing these virtual classes, that the whole fitness industry, and I was part of the problem. Now I'm part of the solution, right? The whole fitness industry is full of dirty little secrets, very dirty little secrets, right? It is one of the most profitable, powerful, relentless industries globally, yet it's failing women over 40. Over and over again, I see this. They don't care about older women. You're just a warm body to fill their classes, to pay their memberships. And over again, I see more and more of the women in my community being injured. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to do something about this, right? Because now more than ever, right? We have to take care of our bodies. Our bodies are resilient, they are powerful, but we need to help them do their jobs, right? So, as a collective, and I mean collective, I mean all of us, but women, because that's who I work with mostly, we need to understand what is a gimmick, a marketing gimmick, a fitness gimmick, and what actually works for older gals like me and like you, right? I have been noticing some really disturbing things, and you know that I get a lot of emails. I read them all personally. I have exclusive memberships where women come to me, and we have these kind of deep discussions about what's going on with how do they stay fit, how do they get better, right? How do they train their body so they don't hurt their pelvic floors? Well, guess what? I have a solution for you. Okay, because I decided to take action. You know why? Because I'm part of the solution and I'm here to help you. Okay, become more vibrant, feel healthier, feel stronger. So what did I do? I created a brand new masterclass. Okay, and I'm inviting everyone to my masterclass. Type in the word body to get a link to register for free in the masterclass. For the masterclass, it's going to go to Messenger, but you can also just click the link. There's going to be a link here somewhere. My team is handling this now. This brand new masterclass. Check out this name because I love the name. Took me a day to like 2 days to come up with this. The tight and toned body secret. 5 steps to a stronger, firmer body without hurting your pelvic floor. Finally, exercise without leaking, pain, and prolapse pressure. Listen, when I was at my clinic here in New York City, I saw so many women come to me after their workouts. I mean, New York City is like the town of fitness. I mean, we got it all, or at least we used to. Now, I don't know what's going on, but still, this is going on. And one day, this one woman, she was, about 55, 60, something like that. She comes and she just had done a workout. And when she says, I feel something deep down inside in my pelvic floor, I'm like, what's going on? So I said, okay, let me do an assessment. And her lady parts were hanging out of her for JJ. Why? Because the workout that she was doing was too vigorous and the trainer wasn't listening to her. And he kept pushing her and pushing her and pushing her. And of course, course, many trainers are undereducated, underskilled, and shouldn't be working with this population unless they know what they're doing. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have a big professional program, and I don't see them, taking my programs and putting it out there and really knowing how to navigate women's pelvic issues, especially since we have 30 million women with pain. How are you going to navigate back pain and pelvic pain? You have to know how to do that. And as a woman, we need to have that power within ourselves to know that something doesn't feel right. For instance, when I was really injured and I was having my comeback, and this is how I created this program and this masterclass. I suffered from Lyme. I almost died. I was atrophied. I couldn't get out of bed for months and months and months. And I had to bring myself back to health. I had to bring my pelvic floor back to health because it also atrophied and weakened. And I was trying to figure out what kind of classes to do. So what do I do? Because I don't know why. I go to the YMCA over here. I hire a trainer, right? Thinking, oh, this trainer is going to help me out. This trainer's a very well known trainer, a lot of credentials. So I'm like, okay, I'm safe. I go and I train with him. And I'm going to tell you, within 2 sessions, I was leaking my pants. And I told the guy, and he was a guy, I said, listen, dude, you cannot train women this way. And I should have known better, but I was so desperate. We get desperate. I was really, really desperate. And many of us are desperate right now. Desperate to get a better body, desperate to stay healthy, desperate to stay resilient, right? To be strong. And the way out is through a strong body. And but if you don't take care of your body and if you don't do it right, you can actually be hurting yourself more. So I'm going to be talking about that as well, right? So these are some other true stories. I want to share this with you because I was thinking about this, and I have a video of myself as a trainer in the Reebok Club, right? Because they used to, I was such a skinny meanie, right? On Extra TV, this was a show that was long ago, and they would hire me to be the fitness model. I was one of those fitness models because you know what? I looked my best, but I was at my sickest because I had drank the fitness industry Kool-Aid, thinking I needed to be 15% body fat. So I have that video. I might put it up, okay? Now, here's another couple of facts, okay? I have a young client, young girl, right? Who weighs every gram of food that she eats, right? She even took her scale to the frozen yogurt shop. I'm not making this up. I wish I was making this up, right? There's super ripped and really buff trainers right now selling their 8-week program saying, hey, take my program. You're going to be cut. A cut is like when you look really good and you can see definition, right? Well, why on earth would a regular woman want to do that, take a program like that, and possibly hurt her metabolism and her pelvic floor? Okay, I don't understand this thing. The trainers who I know personally who are doing fitness here in Prospect Park, because I know who they are and they're my friends, and I talk, we have this conversation all the time. This is not something, and by the way, there are good guys. There are good guys. They're not all bad. All right. But you got to know who to work with. And the trainers who personally know and who are ruthless, right? And keep shouting, eat less, right? Move more, even though everyone on the planet has heard this advice before, and over 70% are overweight. Well, maybe that theory of eat less and move more doesn't work anymore. Maybe we need a new paradigm. We need a new narrative. We need a new way to awaken our inner gurus and come back to trusting our bodies and trusting ourselves and listening to ourselves, which is why I created my masterclass. Because after listening to all this nonsense, I could only take so much before I have to take action. And that's why I said, you know what? I was part of the problem. Now I'm part of the solution. And I'm not going to let you down. This masterclass is going to be primo because you know I deliver. Okay. Now, for those who don't know me, I'm Isa Herrera. There's some new people here. I see some new names here. Welcome, everyone. Wow. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sue. Hi, Carrie. I see a lot of names. Hi, Jean. Um, I'm Isa Herrera, and I help women have strong bodies and happier lady parts. And that's it. That's what I do. My mission is to help 1 million women heal from pelvic floor dysfunction. But if I'm helping you to heal this vital body part, and then we go out and we take the advice of people who don't know what the hell they're talking about, then we're right back at point zero. So that's why I created this masterclass, and I also created a workout program because I'm just basically I'm fed up. My blood is boiling right now. It's boiling. Okay. Now, the fitness industry, women are over sexualized. I mean, we know that. The media tells us we have to look perfect. We have to be mini me, skinny, no fat, no flat tummies, right? Now, the media has taken full advantage of this. They know how to play on our insecurities, and so does the fitness industry. So they play on insecurities, right? And so they use the societal construct against us, right? So they have fine tuned their advertising messaging so that we're drawn to their narrative. Now, I'm a marketing person. I know what they're doing, right? I see it day in and day out, gimmicks, promises, all a bunch of bull crap, right? And it's like an abusive relationship. That's what I thought about this. I said, this is like an abusive relationship. I've been in one of those too. We're told over and over again that we need to look a certain way. Then they tell us that in order to achieve that goal, we got to go to them. We got to pay for their trainers. We got to pay for their memberships. We got to do what they take their virtual classes, right? And that they're the only ones with the true answers. Well, no, they're not. They're not. Okay, they're not. Most of them are not even qualified to work with women over 40, right? And then what do they do? When it doesn't work out, when we don't get the results that they promise, they say it's our fault. We're to blame. If only we had learned their knowledge more, push harder, be more disciplined, right? If only we had done the exercises the way they said. So they blame us. It's like blaming us for what they don't deliver on, right? And I've been there and I know it. Right? So if you're a woman and you have down there problems, many of the exercises that these fitness instructors are recommending are not gonna work for you. So what I like to do is I want to give you a sneak peek into the master class, and I want to cover one of the exercises that I believe is one of the most detrimental exercises that women could be doing. And this exercise, not only I was doing this whole thing because you have to really know a lot of anatomy to understand when to prescribe a particular exercise. And hi, Faith, how are you? Hi. And here's the thing. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I don't want to go on a whole rampage today because I've just like my blood's boiling today, right? So I say, okay, so what's the one thing that I can teach? Okay, that I think will be the awakening. Crunches. Crunches. How many of you are doing crunches? Still doing crunches? I mean, if you're part of my programs, you know that I don't allow crunches in my program. And there's a reason for that. Okay? These are the reasons. One, crunches increase intra-abdominal pressure if you're not doing them right, and they can make your organs drop deeper or lower into your pelvic floor. This is a fact, right? Crunches also, if you're suffering from pelvic pain, you can develop trigger points along the belly. Trigger points are like little polluted areas. So trigger points also can happen when you do crunches. Now, when you do a crunch and you get a trigger point, then that can refer to other areas of your lady parts, right? It could be for burning, it could be for itching, and we really think it's coming from inside when in reality is actually coming from from the belly and from improper exercising. Now, when I was doing heavy duty crunches, I had a diastasis recti separation. I didn't know what the hell that was. I think that that's one of the things that led to me having my birth trauma because I was so doing crunches even when I was pregnant. I mean, what was I thinking? Right? I wasn't a personal trainer then. I didn't know. I mean, I wasn't a pelvic floor physical therapist. I was a trainer. So, also with the crunches, one of the things that we have to remember is that the crunches can also exacerbate low back pain. So if you have low back pain and you're not doing crunches the correct way, and there are some ways that you can do crunches, but overall, I don't jive with that exercise, and I see more women hurt themselves than not. So one of the big tips I want to tell you is if you're doing crunches, you need to stop those crunches right away. Because especially if you're suffering from pelvic floor dysfunction, anything related to your lady parts, leaking, prolapse, pelvic pain, in particular pain. Okay, because I think that you're just going to exacerbate your symptoms and you're going to be really unhappy. Now, I've had women when I was training and I was doing my fitness classes. pee on themselves when they do crunches, right? Because a lot of women do crunches like this, right? And there's a way to do core work where you actually have to do the breath work along with it. And if you have any questions on anything that I'm saying, please put it in the comments. I'm going to answer questions as well today, okay? So I'm just not going to talk for 20 minutes. I want to answer some questions. So instead of doing crunches, because you need a strong core, because the core is what? The core is the connector. The core it relates to the pelvic floor. Like if you have a strong core, you're gonna have a strong pelvic floor. But if you have a dysfunctional core, you're gonna have a dysfunctional pelvic floor. So we really got to be thinking, it's like, how are we going to train ourselves properly? So first of all, if you have a diastasis recti separation, you need to correct for that. Right? That's the number one thing, that if you have, you shouldn't be doing a crunch at all. The other thing is, when what the exercise that I like, and you may want to write this down, that I believe is actually a little bit better, right? So type in the word body if you want to get this invite to your messenger, but also the link is here. So just click on the link if you want as well. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Anything, okay? So what can you do instead? Okay. I painted this terrible picture of crunches. And you're probably wondering, what the hell am I going to do now? Well, I'm going to tell you what you're going to do now. I wouldn't leave you hanging, right? That would make no sense. Now, the thing about abdominal work is that women are obsessed with their midsections. I know, I've been there. I get obsessed with my midsection too. Okay. We're obsessed. Not only are we obsessed, we're very judgmental when it comes to our midsections. And sometimes we send like toxic messages to our belly. I hate my belly. I hate the way I look. Oh, look at me. I look like I got a pooch. Oh my God, I look pregnant, right? So we have to remember that there's a connection, there's a consciousness in the muscle, right? And in the way you talk to yourself. So the first thing is, before you start any exercise, start to reframe how you speak to your body. As a matter of fact, today I'm doing the thank you rally here in Prospect Park. It's raining like crazy. Thank you body rally, and I decided to do it anyway. We have a bunch of people coming, and I wanted to thank my body. I want to thank my body. I don't want to criticize my body anymore. I don't want to say, look at the way I look. Oh, I'm flabby. I'm this. I'm that. My midsection. Blah blah blah. You're gonna exhaust yourself. You're gonna end up exhausted. So many of us are exhausted from the way that we talk to ourselves, the lack of self love. Everything begins with the way you love yourself. So I don't care if you do this exercise that I'm going to give you correctly, if you still do this exercise correctly and you're still telling yourself bad things, then what message are you giving to your grandkids? What message are you talking to your what example are you giving your kids, your grandkids, your family, yourself, and how are you going to heal your lineage? I believe that lineage healing occurs through the body. When the body is strong, when the body rehabs, when the body starts to integrate the trauma and then release the trauma that we've all felt. I've been there myself with abuse, right? How many of us? So many. Men too. Men too. So, this conversation that we're having with our bodies, I want everybody to go like this. Put your hand here, breathe in and out of your belly, and say, thank you, body. And you can just say, thank you, body, for all the pleasure that you give me. Thank you, body, for all the love that you've given me. Thank you, body, for all the experiences. So we start with the conversation and then we go into the exercise. So the exercise that I want to talk about is something called transverse abdominal belly holds. Now, healing happens from the inside out. Boom. What? But what do we want? We want to be like chiseled. We want to be super fine, super fine chica. And no, healing happens from the inside out. Healing happens when we start to talk to ourselves better, when we love ourselves better, right? When we don't criticize ourselves as much. So one of the things that I would say is this transverse abdominal exercise, you can't see this muscle. which is why most trainers don't train it. They don't train it because they don't probably don't know about it. They don't train it because you can't see it, and they're focused on vanity exercises. So everyone sitting here with me, sit up really straight. Always sit up, postures, everything. Okay, and this is a preview of what's in my brand new masterclass, the tone, the tone tight body secret. Okay, because I'm gonna bring it. So make sure type in the word body if you want um an invite to that. Now put your hands now. I'm gonna stand up. Can I stand up? Okay, I'm gonna stand up because sitting is the new smoking for the pelvic floor. We're gonna watch the way we sit. Oh wait. Can you see my belly? Okay, perfect. So we're going to put our hands on our belly like this, okay? And then as we inhale, we're gonna expand our belly, and as we exhale, we're gonna bring our belly button in very gently and up. You see on my hand, up to the spine. And we're gonna hold that. You can do a baby Kegel here as long as you don't have pain. And then release. Inhale. Then the next one is exhale. Bring the belly button in and up to the spine. You see this motion up? Hold it. One and two and three and four and five. And release it. Now, the reason I believe that this is the foundational exercise, and in my programs, I mean, I don't know, I have 15, 20 different kind of crunchless core exercises. And in my new Happy Lady Parts workout, which I'm going to introduce everyone to at the masterclass as well, has a whole section on crunchless core, right? But I like working the deep core muscles, the ones that stabilize the spine, the ones that support the pelvic floor, the one that support us our posture, so we can look leaner, we can look taller, we can look more confident, we can look sexier, instead of trying to do a crunch and then you end up with a pooch, right? Which is happens a lot. I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. So I just want to let everyone know that this is just a little bit of what I'll be teaching in the masterclass. I'm going to go into great detail. I have 5 secrets I'm going to share with everybody. And on the masterclass, I'm going to be opening up enrollment for my Happy Lady part, so you should know about that as well. And so type in the word body if you want. Oh, there's some faith. I've started doing a self hug prior to my exercise. I love you exactly as you are right now. I love self hugs. As a matter of fact, I might do that in the rally because I created. I'm doing this thank you body rally, and I got some people in, and now we're gonna go to Prospect Park and dance in the rain. It's great. Sometimes dancing in the rain is the best thing that you can do for your body, right? Now, I personally know how hard it is to keep your body strong and resilient, right? So, and right now we need to have a strong body because we have to withstand whatever's going to be thrown our way. And every day I wake up and I'm like, "Ooh, I don't even know what kind of curveball is going to be thrown to me that day." The uncertainty of what's happening is the reason why we need to be certain in our bodies. We need to be strong in our system because when all fails around us, what we have left is our bodies. And if we're atrophied and if we're deconditioned and we're not moving, we're going to get depressed. We're going to get sicker. We're going to gain more weight. And exercise is the one thing that helps with that. But the correct exercise, the exercise that's done for women over 40. Because, in my opinion, the fitness industry has forgotten us. And I know they've forgotten us because I keep getting emails from women over and over again. That's when I say, you know what? I'm going to be part of the solution. I need to change it up. The time is now. Either we do this now when it's absolutely necessary, or we're going to lose ourselves. And this is not some fear mongering bullcrap that you hear on the internet all the time. This is the truth. Because when we're strong in our bodies, we're strong in our minds. When our bodies are strong and our minds are strong, no one, no one can manipulate us because we're coming from a profound position of power. And to have a powerful body as we're aging, as we're getting older, especially me, I'm getting older too. It's one of those things. Every day I wake up, I'm like, whoa, what pain am I going to have today? Right? And then I'm like, oh, I've been lazy with my workout. I got to get back on my workouts, but you got to do it right. So I am really excited, and I want you guys. Your masterclass is just what I've been wishing for. Oh, they know you're going to really love it. If you have any ideas, put it in. I'm still creating it. It's going to be live. It's going to be good. It's going to be amazing. And I got some really. I've been doing a lot of research, and I think the masterclass is going to be phenomenal. Hi, Marita. Oh, every exercise 40 and over. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 40 and over. Because honestly, if you're 50, the fitness industry forgot you. If you're 60, the fitness industry forgot you. If you're 70, you don't even exist for the fitness industry. If you're 80, they're like, whatever. If you're 90, and I have women in my program who are 86 and 96, by the way, I have someone 96, they're like, you don't count anymore. So this is why we're taking back our power. And the taking back our power is going to begin with attending this masterclass. And then if you want to, you go deeper with my workout. All right. So thank you everyone for being here. I'm so super grateful that everyone is here today. There's a question. Okay. Can your bladder get even I can't see the question. Yeah. Can your bladder get even better if you have a prolapsed bladder, also have the hysterectomy? Yes, with the right exercises. Jean, yes. With the right exercises, is it is it the bladder will get better, your symptoms will get better, your prolapse may stay the same, but it doesn't matter because you're going to have more power, right? So this masterclass that I'm creating will definitely be for women with prolapse. I've taken that into consideration because 50% of older women, older I mean 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, have a prolapse, and then they want to work out, they can't work out, and they become atrophy, and they have to lay down, and that's no way to live. So we're going to take back our power, right? How about women in her 70s with bad back? These exercises are going to be perfect for you. And this masterclass as well, because I've taken into consideration women who have a bad back pain. 96% of them also have pelvic floor issues. They go together like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that's really because of the way the spine and the neuronal system, the nervous system, and the circulatory system, and the fascial system are interconnected. So women with back pain typically also have pelvic pain, prolapse, or they leak on themselves as well. So yes, this is going to be ultra safe. I'm going to be my master classes at the end. I say to the end, I answer every single question. I never leave until I answer every single question. I do that on purpose because I want people to get value from the master class. So this is not something this is based on science, it's clinically proven. And right, I'm going to bring you my best information because I don't hold back. Yeah, and so a lot of people asking what is CSCS, and CSCS means Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, and that is the highest level of a personal training degree that you can get. And I did that many moons ago, in 2002. I've been a personal trainer. I was a personal trainer before I was a physical therapist. So I know all the little nasty secrets of the fitness industry. And I was working in one of the most exclusive clubs in the world, in New York City. So I know everything about it. And so that's why I say, you know what, the time is now. This is something that I don't hear being spoken about. But the problem is, does having Botox injection over time damage your bladder? It really depends. I don't believe that anyone should be getting Botox injections into their bladders unless they're doing conservative therapy first. That's just my opinion. Having had Botox done myself, I believe that Botox sometimes is a band-aid. And if you continue to want to band-aid your body up, then at the end of the day, you're gonna lose your power. Right? This is about taking back your power. You want to take back your power, it's gonna start like this. You got to create an environment where your bladder, your pelvic floor, whatever can be held. The problem is a lot of women are doing their Kegels, they're doing their work, but their bodies are atrophied. When the body is atrophied, it cannot hold the new energy. And that's one of the other reasons why I created this program for the women in my community, because I wasn't going to do this. I don't have time for this, but I said, okay, what the hell, I'll do it. And so And I'm noticing these relapses, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? I said, it's got to be because the bodies are very weak due to the quarantine and due to everything that we've been experiencing and the excessive sitting down that's required of us right now. So it's I think the time is now, and I'm noticing some trends that I don't like. So I was like, you know what? I'll be part of the solution. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Ami Herrera, if you're watching on the replay, please um thank you for watching on the replay. Hit the share button if you want to keep this on your timeline, because sometimes it goes into the abyss in Facebook. You have no idea where this is going to go. All right. So hit the share button right now. Share this with a queen who you know needs this work, right? And 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 thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting your trust in me. Okay? I'm not going to let you down. I got your back. I always have your back. All right? Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely weekend.